Hey guys, so today's video is how I got ready for my mom's birthday that was last Sunday and how I did my makeup for it. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. So the first thing that I got her was this Russell Stover like assorted milk and dark chocolate 40-piece collection set. It's just like those little fancy chocolates that you normally see. I think I got them from like Myers or like some sort of grocery store near me. I don't remember the specific name, but yeah, and there's my cat. But those are just like the pictures and stuff like of which different ones there is. I think there's like, I want to say 8 to 10 different ones. There was like a booklet with even more inside. So that's just what I used. I just used like some sort of like cake wrapping paper that I got from the dollar store and just wrapped it with that. And then I also just got her like the free little birthday gift that you get from Sephora. And I just put that in there too with some like Victoria's Secret wrapping paper, or the tissue paper, I mean. And then I also got her like this oversized sparkly white sweater. I really liked it with like the stitching on it and just how it had like the little sparkles engraved into it also. And I just thought it was really pretty because she could just wear it on like a casual day if she just wants to just relax a little bit, or she could just wear it to work or anywhere else. So it's really for any kind of occasion. And I just put that like in a little Dollar Tree box and I just wrapped it up with that same wrapping paper. And then afterwards, I also got this happy birthday bag that was from the dollar store also. The dollar store where I'm at, they actually have a lot of really nice bags that are only for $1, obviously, but usually like the ones that I see over at Hallmark and stuff that are for, you know, like birthdays and stuff, those are normally like $5 or if not more. So I thought it was a pretty good deal for that kind of bag. And then the last thing that I got her, I think the brand name is called Rivera, and I got it from Ulta Beauty. So it's just like these little hair clips, and I know that she uses them a lot often, like whenever she's around the house and stuff, so I just wrapped that also. And that was basically like the very last thing that I got her for her birthday, besides like getting a cake and stuff. But yeah, she really liked all the gifts. Okay, so the very last thing is actually getting like all these different seeds. So I got a tomato seed, marigold, and morning glories, and those were actually for $1. They were on sale, and she always likes gardening and stuff whenever it's like, you know, the summertime. So I just thought that was something that she would really like also. And because it's just me and her, I just got a small little $5 cake, but I was going to get a vanilla flavored one, but they were literally all clearance and they were going to expire by the time her birthday came around. So I just got her like the chocolate cake, and it was still really nice. It still tasted really good. And then the makeup look that I started out with is obviously starting out with the base for my eyes, which I used the LA Girls Pro Concealer in the shade Fairest. And I'm just applying that on my eyes and then just rubbing everything out with my finger and just blending everything in as much as possible. Then I'm taking the shade You're Kidding from the James Charles palette and using the Morphe brush M574 and just blending everything out with that. Then I'm applying a little bit more of that same shade and just buffing out everything even more using the Morphe M330 brush. And then I'm just doing the same exact thing on the other eye. Then I'm taking the shade So Good from the same palette and I'm just applying that to my eyelid using my finger. I'm just trying to blend that in as much as possible, and then I'll be adding a different shade to it also, just to transition it over. And then for that transition shade, I'm going to be using the shimmery dark red shade called Shook. And I'm just going to be applying that using that same white brush that I was using before for the red. And then afterwards, just to kind of create more of like a smoked out wing effect, I'm going to be taking that black shade from the James Charles palette. And I'm just going to be applying that also, along with just adding the e.l.f. liquid liner for a small little cat eye, which is in the shade Jet Black. Then I'm just cleaning up the edges a little bit just to make those wings look as sharp as possible. And then afterwards I will be using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer just to prep my face before adding the concealer. So I'm just going to be applying that and rubbing it in. Then I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. I'm just going to be applying that under my eyes or any kind of redness or dark spots that I might have on my face. And then I'm just going to be blending that all in using the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be taking the Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Naturally Neutral. Then I'm taking the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Stain in the shade Work, and I'm just going to be applying that and just kind of layering it on with my finger. And then to just add more warmth to my face, I'm going to be using the Tarte blush in the shade Peaceful. I'm just going to be applying that over where I had that Milk Makeup blush. And then I'm taking the Butter Bronzer in the shade 6676, and I'm just going to be contouring my face with that using the Ulta blush brush. And then I'm just blending everything into my skin again using that same beauty blender. Then I'm taking the Mallu Brow Gel in the shade Sable, and I'm just going to be kind of lightly applying that onto my brow using an e.l.f. angled brush. Then I'm taking that same red shade again from the James Charles palette, and I'm just going to be applying that to my lower lash line using an e.l.f. Precision brush. For an inner corner and brow bone highlight, I will be using the shade Ring Light using that same Precision brush by e.l.f. And then I'll be setting my face before applying the highlight, and the highlight that I'm using is the Revolution Highlight Trio in the shade Radiant. And the brush that I'm applying it with is the Morphe M429 brush, and I'm just going to be applying that all over to the highest points of my face. For my eyes, I'm just going to be using 2 to 3 coats of the Clinique High Impact Mascara to my upper and lower lash line. then for my lips, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Here's to You, and then that's the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!